Hi, Richard. You all right?
Yes, very good. Thanks, Tony.
Good. Well, thanks for agreeing to do this. So, do you want to just start off and just tell us a little bit about yourself and your background and how you got into transformation?
Yeah, I've worked across a load of sectors, particularly focusing on customer experience, and what I absolutely love doing is helping organisations just become brilliant at that, and in particular how they use technology, increasingly digital, and adapt to this increasingly digital world of ours, this connected world, and how that's altering everything we do as customers, as people. And I go into organizations, and typically they've got an idea of where they need to be. If not, I'll help them define that strategy, that destination. But more often than not, they've got a good idea of where they want to get to. But the help I give is building that engine, that human engine, in exploiting technology in particular to really take that business to a different place.
Great, thank you. And what was it that attracted you to the Transformation Leaders Hub in the first place?
I think that what you're trying to do with it, Tony, is something very different. The big thing for me was there are very few proper communities of people that do this kind of stuff. So there are lots of groups on LinkedIn, but nothing where you can build a really good network, a really good set of relationships with like-minded people, and exchange experiences and ideas, and that give each other that sort of that mutual support. So I think I've joined because I think it's a great idea, and I'm already personally getting a lot out of it. But also I like the fact that I can contribute, and I can help you and help others around the TLH network in terms of, development, a sounding board, support, help, and exchanging ideas.
Yeah, I think that's a key part of what we're trying to do. It's a community, and it can be a lonely existence, can't it? In program management. So having that sort of group of people that know what we do and the challenges that we face, and sometimes just having someone to throw ideas at or questions at, there's a big benefit in that, and that's certainly one of the core objectives of why we set the community up in the first place.
Going forward, as the community itself grows, and the network itself, the strength of the bonds between the people, I think it will become a real differentiator. I know that your ultimate goal to have it as the first stop shop for people who want transformation professionals, and I'd say that what people will gain, what potential clients will gain from coming to TLH is you've not got, it's not like any other agent, an agency, for example, where it's just a collection of various people that haven't necessarily, don't necessarily know each other or have worked before. I mean, the same is with big consultancies. You get a lot of people thrown together who don't really know each other well. And I think with TLH, what you've got is a set of people that where those relationships are already established, and connections have been made, and there's a level of trust and mutual knowledge that would make a real difference, which means a TLH team will become effective as soon as it hits the ground.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually, and something that we were hoping to achieve. But it's good to see that you feel that we're achieving that in such a early stage of the development of the community. Yeah. So in terms of how you found things, what are the things that you found really enjoyable, or what are the best elements of the community so far for you?
Certainly, firstly, the fortnightly networking. So we have every fortnight on a Wednesday morning, first thing, a bunch of us call in, and we have just little 5-minute slots catching up with each other. And typically in any session, I'll through your random pairing of speed dating, I'll get paired with some people I know already, and so we'll have a catch up. We'll develop some ideas, talk about specific thing of that week, and then on some of those pairings I'll meet some new people, and we connect, and we with some I'd have follow-up calls because there's something of mutual interest. So those networking sessions are really useful. The clubhouse itself I've used and posted a few things, and when I've wanted help on developing some ideas I've got, and that's really good in terms of the response I get from that. And then I think the sessions that you're running, Tony, like the one you recently ran on Kickstarting 2021, and some of those LinkedIn hacks and ideas about profile and presenting yourself better. That's another massive plus from the hub in terms of those additional tools and techniques and advice. So that's been hugely useful.
Oh, great. And I think it's interesting observing the virtual networking sessions where I tend to sit back and let people connect, but every now and again I have to get involved because we've got even numbers. But just observing that, where people, it's a small world, isn't it? And there is a network that you grow over a period of time, but you lose track of people. And in recent ones, there's been new people joining, and old connections have been made that they've not spoken to within years, but by coming onto the networking, it's just giving them an opportunity to reconnect, which is useful, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. What are you doing here? They say. Yeah.
Well, brilliant. And so, what's the future look like for you then?
I'll continue with my latest venture, Agility Digital. With me and a bunch of others are working out ways where we can go in and help organizations in a sort of a short, sharp, focused way to again move them along in terms of their digital maturity, their customer focus, and their how they can use sort of data and insight to really drive a change at pace within their organization. So a lot I'm looking forward to this year.
Brilliant. Well, good luck with that, and thank you very much again for coming on this call with us today.
No, pleasure. Thanks, Tony.